Hello everyone, me again, been a little while. Happy New Year. Let's try a time guesser for the first time in a few months. We're starting with a fairly easy one, I think. Assuming this is, that's Michelle Obama. This is a guy, I guess maybe dressed as Barack Obama. Let's assume it is 2016. And let's assume we are in Rio. Unless there's any major evidence to the contrary. That looks like a kind of Rio-shaped hill, doesn't it? So we've got a hill without Christ. I've not actually been to Rio. So I can't necessarily say with any degree of confidence what direction we're facing here. Can we do anything with sunlight? If the sun is over to the right, let's assume the right is north. Is that going to work? In which case maybe we're somewhere over here, looking across the water to a hill. I mean, there's lots of hills, aren't there? Yeah, I'm not actually sure exactly where we're looking here. We've obviously got some water. We've got some buildings the other side of the water. I think we must be looking west because we're in the southern hemisphere, aren't we? So I think we're probably kind of over here somewhere, maybe. Difficult to say. I mean, I think we're probably somewhere in the right ballpark. Let's try that. What? A Barack Obama impersonator posing with a cardboard cutout of Rio's residents celebrate the nomination to host the 2016 Olympic Games. All right, well done if anyone got that. Which direction are we facing here? It's all rather confusing. Oh, God, I don't really know. Well, that's a fairly terrible start after such a long time. Right then. By the way, I probably am quite rusty. I literally haven't played Timeguessr since the last time I posted a video, so I've probably forgotten all the tips and tricks. If you're playing along, I expect you'll probably beat me today. Right, what language is this? Paperia. Helsingfors. This is in Finland, which has two languages, Finnish and Swedish, and everything is written in both. So Helsinki and Helsingfors are the same place. So we're on a hill in presumably Helsinki, which I've spent quite a lot of time in, and I can't think where the hills would be. It's quite a flat city, or certainly this kind of downtown section is, from what I can remember. I don't think we've got any street names. That's completely illegible, of course. I'm also vaguely thinking about year. I think this is probably 50s or 60s. Probably 60s, maybe? Late 50s, early 60s, I'm going to be guessing. But I don't know. That's obviously a flower shop. Probably not still there. Jamo. Probably a shoe shop, is that? Let's guess 1960. I don't know if that's correct, obviously. It might be not very. I think this VW is a 1950s car. Is that right? Can't remember now. I did pick up quite a lot of information around cars and stuff when I was playing this quite regularly. Let's just pop it. I mean, can we see here whether there's any kind of hillier bits? I mean, honestly, not really. It's not a very hilly country. I don't know. I'll just plonk it in the middle of Helsinki, I think. And, whatever. We'll go a little bit further north because I don't think there's many hills down at the bottom, but I might be wrong. Let's try that. Ooh, 9 years off. And it was pretty central. I really don't remember there being very many hills in that kind of part of town, but You live and learn. All right, 9 years off. Again, not very good. A little bit too early on that guess. Right then. This guy looks like a gendarme, like some kind of French situation. That looks like a French sign. Pont Saint-Michel. Yeah, okay. R-E-R. We're in Paris. In the 70s, I think. So we want Pont Saint-Michel. St. Michael Bridge. I'll just start at one end and work my way along. Pont Saint-Michel, that's us, isn't it? Yeah, I just completely missed that. Yeah. Okay, so this is the river. We've got another bridge not far away, which I guess is that one. So I think we must be standing about here. Is that going to be the... Yeah, I think we're standing about here. Is that a train station? Or are we maybe on this side? Is there also a bridge? No, not really. So yeah, I think we must be here. That would mean that the sun... Oh, hang on. Unless we're looking... No, we can't be because there's buildings there. I mean, it's near enough, isn't it? It's near enough, and I think we're probably in the mid-70s here. About 1975. Let's try that. Oh! Well, the location was pretty much exactly right. But yeah, really not getting the years right today. 6 years off. Huh. I wonder if there were clues I missed. Maybe this is a bit more of a... Well, no, these are definitely all kind of old 70s cars, aren't they? Oh well, a conductor direction, yep, through Paris. Okie doke, round 4. This is, I want to say, China. I think we've established before that the zebra crossings in Hong Kong are yellow. And these are white. I mean, there's every possibility this is Japan. I sort of notoriously never get the right language. I mean, maybe this is more Japan, this kind of relatively cutesy and English character, shop name. These characters look Chinese to me, but they're very similar. That police uniform is written in English. These kind of almost Swiss crosses on that flag, quite confusing. This chap is using a mobile phone from around about sort of 2005. It's like a flip phone, a little bit pre-iPhone. Location-wise, like what else have we got to go off here? We've got a cycle lane. We've got a white zebra crossing. We've got a shop called... I think it says something like Circus, but spelt very weirdly. It's obviously some kind of protest march. These uniforms are perhaps reading more Japanese than Chinese. It's certainly not Korea. I think maybe this exclamation mark I recognize being Japanese. Yeah, I think this is Japanese. So, with that in mind, perhaps we pop it somewhere in Tokyo. I recognize this style of signage as well, this like 2F, second floor, like I recognize this from Tokyo. It's obviously an enormous place, so I'm not expecting to be able to get it right. Anyone who can actually read the signs on these bibs would be obviously much better placed to have a crack at, where we might be in a particular city. Let's just slap it in the middle of Tokyo, I think, like there. And we've already sort of made a bit of a guess based on this mobile phone. I think that feels about right. Maybe the iPhone took a little longer to move into. Let's say 2006. I don't know. Let's try that. 2010. But it was near Tokyo, as the leftist student organization Zengakuren marches through the streets of Yokohama during a demonstration against the APEC summit. Okay, well, still 4 years off, but I think that might be one of my higher scores in a round today. Not doing fantastically well. In fact, we're going to not even hit 40,000 today. Right. Is this the 60s? Flower power. Free YAWF leaders jailed for aiding anti-war GIs. Youth against war and fascism. Right, GIs is obviously an American term. But these people, I don't think we're in America here. These don't look like American police. MP. Well, MP. We have thought that was a sort of touchscreen phone, but it's definitely not. I think it's probably relatively safe to say that we're in the kind of 60s, 70s. Should we say 1969? I can't really see too much of the shape of their trousers. I'm not seeing loads of flares around. This all looks quite 60s, doesn't it? In terms of where this is, the sign's in English. YAWF is Youth Against War and Fascism. For aiding anti-war GIs. This white and red stacked motif looks not unlike the Polish flag. Is it possible these are Polish anti-war youth protesters? The other thing I'm thinking is MP in Canada would be mounted police, but I'm pretty sure they wear red jackets and don't wear these sorts of helmets, etc. MP could be something police, like it could be English for military police or something. Part of me is thinking Europe, like mainland Europe, like maybe even Eastern Europe. That might be this Polish flag clue that's leading me down that route. But also these white gloves, these uniforms, this kind of badge approach to things just does feel quite American. And we're talking about GIs, relatively racially diverse, which maybe doesn't scream 1960s America, but maybe it does. This kind of hippie, flower power movement, anti-violent stuff was, I think, pretty widespread in the 1960s. I don't think it narrows us down really into a region or country. The sign's in English. It's not the UK, that's for sure. Like, these uniforms do not relate to anything in this part of the world. So the next question is, do we go somewhere like Washington? like, we don't seem to be in the middle of like an American city, because I'm pretty sure you'd see much more of a skyline. So I don't think it's likely that we're somewhere like Washington. I mean, there's plenty of places in America that begin with an M. It could be something police based on that. Again, the white gloves, they do read kind of American to me. All right, let's just drop this somewhere like up here. Somewhere outside Boston. You've got students, you've got, you know, kind of, what do you call this, kind of temperate weather, climate stuff. Let's just pop it out here. In the middle of that greenery. I've absolutely no idea. It's going to be miles away. Well, it was in America. Oh, it was Washington. Oh, I'm an idiot. Military police. It was military police. MP. I'm an idiot. I was talking about Washington, but I talked myself out of it. Okay, well, what's the damage there then? Oh, 41,868. That's actually a bit better than I thought. Why did I calculate I wouldn't break 40k? Oh, well, okay. Well, you know, let's see what that means from a leaderboard perspective then. Blimmin' heck, Relander. That is... I don't know how on earth you score that on a day like today. That is amazing. Doodar's right ahead of me there. Baikonur, 42,216. Yeah, so a little bit ahead. That is a big old gap. What else is going on here? Panda is right behind. The Fridge, just shy of 40k. Figbug also there. Dursus right behind as well. And that's it for today. 8. I'm right there in the middle. Well, it's good to be back. I'll see... oh yeah, breakdown. I've sort of forgotten how to even operate this game. It's been so long. What did we have? We had, oh yeah, the wrong part of Rio, and very much the wrong year. Very much the wrong year, slightly the wrong part of Helsinki. Not too bad distance-wise there. This was a pretty spot-on distance-wise. Not very good on the year. This was... oh yeah, Japan. Yeah, not in Tokyo, but fortunately, in the grand scheme of things, not too far from Tokyo. Not the best of year guesses. And then really tripped up on the location here. Those police just didn't look like Washington-based police. Not that I've ever been. All right. Well, that was fun. I'll try and, you know, get back into this on some cadence. But yeah, look, nice to be back, and thanks for watching. Please, you know, subscribe if you want to catch the next time I manage to find time to do this. And yeah, thanks very much. See you next time.